I'm Gwen. I want to talk with you today about idioms. But first I have a question for you. Have you ever been listening to someone who is speaking English, and even though you know what the words mean, it's still hard to understand them? Has that ever happened to you? It may be because they are using idioms. The English language and other languages use lots of these. They are words or phrases which are not used in the usual way. They are not used in a literal way, but rather in a figurative way. Sometimes an idiom is known as a manner of speaking or a turn of a phrase. And I'm going to tell you about an idiom that is used in English, and it is the phrase, a piece of cake. The literal meaning of a piece of cake is a slice of something sweet to eat. We might say, dessert will be a piece of cake. And we would be using the phrase in its literal form. It would mean a real piece of cake. But when we use the phrase as an idiom, it doesn't have anything to do with cake. It means something is easy or simple. That was a piece of cake means that was easy, that was simple. Someone might say, I was told that the test would be difficult, but it was a piece of cake, meaning it was easy. Sometimes you can make a good guess at the meaning of an idiom if you can find a clue or a hint in the literal meaning. For example, enjoying a piece of cake is easy to do, and that's where we get the idiomatic meaning, which is easy. Sometimes people use this idiom, a piece of cake, when they are bragging or boasting. They exaggerate about how easy something is. They may want it to appear easier than it really is. For example, our team winning the championship was a piece of cake. Now, when American English speakers use this idiom, we sometimes get a little lazy. Instead of saying a piece of cake, we usually leave off the F sound in of and just say a piece of cake. It was a piece of cake. Learning English is a piece of cake. Well, that might be a little exaggeration. But can you think of a way to use this idiom in your next English conversation? Why don't you try it out? And you'll see it's not hard to do. In fact, you'll see that it's a piece of cake.